If you were talking to somebody from out of town, right?
Word.
How would you describe the Philly nightlife scene? I mean, I know things tend to, sometimes they're great, sometimes they're good, sometimes things are good and then they fall off. Mm-hmm. Currently, how would you currently describe Philly's nightlife?
I mean, it's kind of been the same way for years. I say Philly is a big little city.
It's
a big little city. We're one of the last cities that people are actually from here. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's like,
it's crazy though. We one of the cities that we transplant everywhere else too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can go to Atlanta, you get a good
right.
amount of
You go to LA.
Philly.
You go to LA. It's a flock of folks out there.
Exactly.
Like anywhere you gonna go, but
H-Town, all that.
When
shit.
I explain to folks that come here, I'm like, we are a big little city. People are from here, so you have to like don't even think that this is like nowhere. It's not New York. It's not DC. Mm-hmm. And damn sure ain't Chicago. It ain't Miami.
No.
So if you have someone that reaches out to you as you fuck with from here, spend some time with them and kind of figure it out, right? Mm-hmm. They'll show you.
Get a feel of the city.
Right. They'll show you naturally what they do, and then you venture out. Mm-hmm. Is when they start venturing out, and they be like, go South Street's dead. They go downtown, no direction. Yeah. And they ended up, like I said, where I ran into the problem. You get invited to something or you see it advertised and it's for white specific folks only, then you turned off. Like, they ain't really a city. Mm-hmm. And then you show up somewhere, somebody's neighborhood, you don't belong. Mm-hmm. This joint trapped out. Right.
Exactly.
It's like, this joint's too good.
Everybody in that joint like, who homie right there?
Right.
While all the bitches looking at him and shit. You know what I'm saying? It goes on, man.
It's kind of hard to capture a feeling and a look at the same time. You know what I mean? You want to have a good, elegant, upscale type of situation but you also want that shit to rock at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I said start. You came here.
It was the merge of the two.
Right.
And that's what you brought together. That's that's the void that was missing, basically. Right. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, I would tell people, man, especially companies, like a lot of my friends that I kind of started out with staying consistent, they grew into leadership roles. Mm-hmm. So you might have been like the sales rep, now you're the sales manager. Mm-hmm. After a couple of years, you got decision-making power. Mm-hmm. And that's when it was just like, all right, so think about it. Most of the time when you leave work, y'all don't spend time together outside of work, but in work. Right. Unless it's like a forced moment, like Christmas parties and all that shit. Mm-hmm. So I was like, yo, why not take advantage of what's around here? Like, if you able to invite the black accountants out, if you able to then invite like entrepreneurs, and they think it's all salons and all that. If you start theming and putting it that way, you'd be surprised how much more overlap there is than it's not. And then you start seeing different faces. And that's where, you create those spaces where it's like, everybody can say, at least I went somewhere that I haven't been before. And that's the hardest thing to create in Philly is being somewhere and doing something you haven't done already.